Hey guys, it's Keksarabisu here, and I'm going to be making this massive sort of collection style video just to get everything out of there, make some announcements, and also make a shout out because I have someone that I really want you guys to watch. So I guess we'll start with the plan for this video. We've got some Megaman figures over here in the back that we're going to review. We've got all these battle chips because I have loads of battle chips now that I want to just sort of talk about some battle chips and also make a shout out and tell you guys what's next for the channel. So first up, we're going to make that shout out actually. I'm going to make it now and I'm also going to make it at the end of the video. So yeah, if you want to go check her out now, please do. If you want to go check her out after this video, do that as well. So the channel we'll be shouting out today is my good friend EmFriedRice. Please, please, please go to her channel. She's an amazing artist. She goes by EmFriedRice on Instagram as well, so if you want to find her on Instagram, there she is. She also has a YouTube channel that she's just recently started where she's done a speed paint of characters from Boku Hero Academia. It's an anime, and I am not very well versed in the animes, so sorry about that. It's like Hero Academia or something like that. I apologise if I've offended anybody who watches the anime. I don't know its name. Probably should have looked it up beforehand, but you know, we're kind of rolling now, so let's just do it. So yeah, let's just get to this video. I'll put Emily's link in the description below, so go check her out. And then I suppose we'll get to this first. I just thought I'd show this off. This is a jelly virus figure. I don't know if anybody knows the jelly. Let's see if we can see it. It's all transparent, so it's difficult to see the features, but there's two little eyes there. The jelly viruses are quite a notoriously tough type of virus in Megaman Battle Network 3. Send waves down your panels, but I always thought they looked really cool. Actually, I think these are from Battle Network 2, or they might have actually been from the first game. I don't know. I don't remember these guys very well. I haven't seen them too often. I just remember that when you do, they're annoying. Yeah, so I just kind of want to show this off. It's really cool because you don't really get much memorabilia when it comes to viruses. But yeah, so that came with the Windman figure that I'm going to show later, and this is a really cool thing. So next up, we're going to get to the figures. So let's focus a little bit there. So let's move Windman out of the background. I'm going to have to get this figure to sit down so that you guys can see it in frame because it's quite large. And here he is, Windman, with his sort of feathery hat there. The Maestro of Wind with spinny fans, or one spinny fan, because this one won't spin for some reason, even though I literally got this out of the box. So I don't know why that won't work. And if you don't believe me, there's the box. And that is a typo, or not a typo, but a mistranslation or a name change I will never forgive. So we've got Windman here. He's got sort of windy legs with his wind symbol on them. He's got really good articulation there. Got to score a goal. We've got like arms that are quite limited. But the great feature that I love about the Battle Network figures is that you can pull these arms off. And if you've got weapons like swords, you can attach those. I don't have any of those right now, but I will do very shortly in a later video, so I will show off that feature in a later video. Where I've got more figures that are currently in transit in post, and I will be opening and reviewing those in separate videos. I just kind of want to show off Windman now, because, I mean, look at that wind symbol. Look how badass this guy is. His sort of action feature is obviously, he has these really thick fans, but these rods to the back allow you to twist the fan. But also, if you sort of press it from the back, this is going to be really hard to do. Yes, they shoot. That's sort of the draw, I suppose, and you can just put it back in. The other one does fire, but it doesn't spin, so yeah, there's that. But overall, let me just stand Windman up and just sort of move the camera. Really cool. I'll show you the back. As you can see, these sort of rods and the fans Really cool figure, and I'd definitely recommend the NT Warrior figures for anybody who likes the EXE series. They are really good size, and actually they're not too expensive, especially if you live in America. Sorry if you live in UK, these are quite expensive. Or at least some of the ones that I wanted, like Gutsman and Fireman are. I wasn't able to get Fireman, although trust me, I will be getting him at some point. He's a bit more than I'd like, but let's talk about legs. God, this figure's big. Let me just bend it so it sits down. There we go. Megaman, or Winsol Megaman. This is a part of the deluxe figure series. I didn't have the box for this. I bought this used because in the UK, or I think even in America, these things are ridiculously expensive. Sitting down is not really going to work. But basically, I suppose that means we get to show off here that we've got, as you can see, legs inside of legs. Yes, this figure is a deluxe figure because it can transform into regular Mega Man. That's really cool. But not this one because it's used. But we'll get to that in a minute. So he has this really cool sort of, first of all, he's got these cool wind boots. He's got posable arms, and his armor's coming off. And the wind rack, which is a fan weapon that I guess you slash with it. It's a chip in the game and you sort of slash with it, but I can't really do that here. But it has a little thing here, you might have noticed, this little thing here, and also a sort of windy projectile is stored into his Mega Buster. So we're going to show that off real quick. So we're going to shoot, I'm actually not going to shoot the chips because that would be a terrible idea. Ready? Target practice. Here we go. I'm going to shoot that virus over there. Alright, how do we set this up? I know, we'll put the camera here so you can see the virus. And my light fell down. Okay, right, here we go. As you can see. Yeah! Actually hit the thing. So yeah, I can fire that bullet, that's really neat, and the bullet's gone down the back of the shelf. I will get that later. But yeah, you can sort of shoot the viruses. I guess that was kind of the appeal. Kids like to fight. Kids like to enact things from the show, so being able to shoot a Mega Buster shot at a virus is a really cool thing. However, I think I'm going to show off the transformation, and I'm going to put that in massive quotations, because this should have come with pieces that allowed it to transform back into Mega Man, but I don't have them, so I can partially transform it. So, first of all, you can knock down your light source. That real sucks. Remember, at Cape Sarabisu, we deliver the most professional quality videos with shoddily filmed camera angles and light sources that are prone to falling down. You can subscribe right now! We've got these legs, and yes, you are supposed to pull these off. And then, once you have done so, the horror will be revealed. Not that there's legs left behind, but the fact that Mega Man had peg legs all along! Ooh! And then if you just, you know, sort of do that, his actual feet come out. You can then sort of put the feet on the peg legs, and there you go. All of a sudden he's a hell of a lot shorter. Yeah, those boots are massive, and they're just, look at this. Look at that. They just make him way too tall. So now we'll be taking off his armour. That sounds really, really suggestionizing. Basically, clip it off. Simple. It's in two pieces. The front piece and the back piece. And then you're left with a sort of Mega Man that has really weird shoulders. And the reason is because you can sort of click these back into place. See, click in, click out, click in. And then that's as best as I can transform it. So you've got sort of Mega Man here, and that's because I don't have his real arm, I don't have his real buster, and his hat. If we pull off this helmet, nightmares. Nightmares. What is this? Why am I looking at his cyber brain? Really? Really, Mattel? Yeah, I'm just gonna put that on before I have mental trauma. I do not want to see his brain or whatever it is. It's up there. Yeah. Slightly disturbing, that. Now let's say I want to transform him back. Double soul. Well, trust me, double soul. If double soul was like this, it would be 10 times slower. First of all, put him back into peg leg mode. Oh, he's a pirate. Yaha diddly dee. Then you just simply get the corresponding legs and put them on top. Put them on top. Put the peg legs sort of in here. I should probably rotate that so I can see what I'm doing. And then you just sort of press down. And there you go. He's got his boots back on. To put the armour back on, simply pull out the shoulders. Place the armour on. Knock down your light source. Realise you're an inadequate YouTuber that will never have a life. That's a necessary step. You must do that one. Then you have to sort of place this armour on at the back like this. You can see with these little bits that clip together. And then boom, you are Windsoul and you go to the back and no one ever sees you ever again. Yeah. So anyway, that was the figure review section. I understand that a lot of you will not have no interest whatsoever in me going over battle chips, because I'll be going over in-game values for battle chips, as well as reviewing how they are on the PET. As a result, I don't recommend watching this if you don't give a crap about that kind of stuff. So I will just say this right now. If you have no interest in this, you best leave, because I'm also going to be using the actual PET here, should it be working today. That is really faint. I'm having problems with my PET. It's been sort of like this. It's been going really dim really quickly. So I'll have to tilt that back to show you the actual values, but you can see it on camera. Right, so yeah, I actually get to be a semi-decent YouTuber for once and actually review the chips using the actual hardware. I do have a battle chip gate and a Game Boy Advance, but the problem with me showing every chip in the Game Boy Advance is that this video will go on for ages. If you really, for whatever some reason, really want to see that sort of thing. I'm just moving stuff, don't mind me. That bullet's gone down there, that's kind of annoying. If you for whatever reason would like me to show it, or demo the battle chip gate using the Game Boy Advance, then just leave a comment. I'm actually very willing to do that. It's just that I don't think anybody's going to want to see that. But you know what, we might do it. In fact, I think we will do it. You know, we'll do it in this video. Change of plans, we'll do it in this video. I'm not doing every chip, but I'll demo what it all looks like. Let's see if I can get that bullet. No, I'm not getting that. Alright, we'll get that after the video's finished. Right, let's start then. First pile. We've been through a lot of these before, but so if I've been through a chip before, I'll just say what it is, but I'm not going to go in the long description because you can just go back and watch the Battle Chip Gate review video. High Cannon, it's good. I've been through this one. Flame Line, I don't know if I've been through this one, so I'll go through it anyway. Number 12, it shoots a fire ahead of you in a T-shaped pattern. It does, well, actually, you know, I kind of need to show off High Cannon on here anyway, so let's do that. My fingerprints over this, gross. Somebody's going to DNA clone me. So let's open the chip slot. Cannon. I'm not going to show the demo, unless, but there you go. High Cannon, 80 power, normal element. It's a good chip. Flame Line, very good chip. This is an English one. Number 12, it shoots in a T-shaped pattern straight ahead at your enemy. As you can see, Flame Line, damage 70, fire and... oh, I guess we're showing the demo for this one by accident. T-shaped pattern. Simple enough. Vulcan 2. This one is Japanese. Number 16, not number 18. So let's put this one in. Vulcan 2, attack 50. And this one is obviously, you know what Vulcan chips do in the games, but on the PET this one only shoots 2 forward. So this chip is actually quite bad in the PET. Much to the dismay of, well, everyone, because let's just face it, Vulcan is a chip that deserves to be respected. Oh, but it doesn't end there with the Vulcan Fun, because I actually have Vulcan 3, which is number 17. This is basically on the PT, I think it's the same chip. Vulcan 3, but it's a 70, yeah. Yeah, but that only shoots 2 forward, so it's not that great. Spreader! Let's put this one in. Spreader, attack 30, and what this one does is it fires straight forward, and if it hits an opponent, it explodes all the panels around them. So, in the game, well, you can probably get some use of it. In this, however, in the battle chip, sort of the progress PET, it's not that good because it only does 30 damage, and while it is really reliable and hits a lot of things, it's not really doing enough to actually justify it. So next up we got CP2. Unfortunately, they did this. For some reason, the English Mattel chips, for some reason, sometimes they replace the name with the chip cost from the original PET. We don't care about that because it's for the Advanced PET and this is a Progress PET, so that doesn't matter. But this is Bob V. This is number 23. So let's put in Bob V. It says Bob V. Attack 80. That's really good, and it's water element. This one will go straight forward until it hits the opponent, and then it will spread in a V-shaped panel behind where you hit them. Good chip. Mini Boomer. Something seems wrong about all of this. Yeah, we all know what Mini Boomer does. Let's put it in. Or not, because it won't go in. Mini Boomer, attack 50, flies 3 squares ahead. It sucks, we all know, move on. We've got Bound Note 1. Yes, I have Bound Note 1 now. Bound Note 1, 180 damage. This chip is really good on the PET. Unfortunately, it's not half as good on the the Game Boy game. But on here, in fact, I'm going to show a demo for this one. It fires and then hits like that. So it hits a panel, skips a panel, hits a panel, skips a panel, and it's really strong on the PET for some bizarre reason. Next up we got Bound Note 2. It's exactly the same chip but with more oomph, because it does 240 damage. Complete overkill. I shouldn't need to explain to you why that's one of the best chips on the PET. In-game, it's just a better version of the Bound Note 1. So next up we have Wide Sword. This is a really iconic chip. As you can see, this one's got a lot of mould on it, or whatever this is. I don't know what it is, but I got these from Japan, and unfortunately a lot of the Japanese chips didn't have a sort of coating that the English chips do, because if you look at the English chips, let me get an example. Like Bubbler, this Bub V, this was made ages ago, and it's in perfect condition, because it has a sort of like cover over the sticker, but they didn't do that for the Japanese chips, so you get this happening. Wide Sword, we all know what it does. It cuts directly in front of you 3 panels. It does 80 damage. It shouldn't be a surprise as to what that does about this point. I mean, if you didn't know that's what it does, then I'm sorry, but you don't know anything about Megaman. Or you're playing a game where you just never used it. I don't know. And this is Counter 2. I don't like this chip. In the games, I don't understand how this works. On the PET, though, it hits every single panel on your opponent's side for 110. Definitely recommended. Very good indeed. And that's the first set of battle chips out of the way. So let's get the second set. I think pretty much all of these are new, so let's have a look. Boomer 1. Actually, I think we've been through Boomer, but I'll just insert it anywhere. Slot in. 60 leaf or wood, whatever. Goes all the way around the battlefield, meaning that there's very few places that chip won't hit. Very good. Next up we have, I never remember what this is called. It's either the Bomb Boy is the virus. This is Box Bomb or Boy Bomb. I want to say Boy Bomb. Boy Bomb 2. Let's insert this. And 250 damage. How does this one work? Sorry, did you say complete and utter destruction? The boy bomb chips in this game are ridiculously strong. Can't recommend that one enough. Guard 2. This one, well, it's got a Meteor 2 on it. No element, reflects the opponent's attack for 80 damage, and it sort of flies like a Meteor's shockwave does. But you have to guard the attack, and it has to be an attack that's coming straight towards you. It can't guard a bomb attack, or it can't guard an attack that comes from underneath. So, yeah, be careful. Next chip, we have Double Crack, which will crack out these 2 panels at the back. Don't know what to say about the cracking chips, they're just not that useful, even in the PET. Snake! Everyone knows Snake. I believe this chip was wood element, I don't know why it's normal element in this game. Snake, 20 damage. Unfortunately, it is useless in this game, because it doesn't take account for any holes. It just makes a 20 damage shot fly straight ahead. It's basically air shot. It's useless. However, as everybody knows in the games, Snake is great because a snake comes out for every cracked panel or hole there is in the field, and that can do a lot of damage. Timpani, one of the Trumpy chips. This is a good one. Timpani does 20 damage. It does 20 damage. Well, I was going to say Timpani's great. So it hits every panel except for the middle, but for 20 damage. Useless! Sorry about that. In the games, it means that whenever Trumpy plays its drum, your opponent can't move, which is fantastic. We've got Recover plus 50. You put it in, you heal 50 damage. I'm not even going to bother showing that one. Next up we have... is this Grab Banish or is this Grab Revenge? I always get the two of those mixed up. I think this is Grab Revenge. Put it in. It does 150 damage to the entire field on the PET, and does 150 damage, I believe. How this one works in the games is it only works if your opponent has stolen panels from you, or you have lost panels by using a chip. Difficult to use that one, but it does a lot of damage. Next up we have Geddon 1. So if you put this in, it cracks 1 panel. Geddon, you know, like Armageddon, the ultimate chip that cracks 1 panel. Oh my god. Wasted potential. Why don't you just crack the entire field? That's what Geddon does. It makes every panel on your side and the opponent's side crack, and then if you stand on it, it becomes a hole. This chip is amazing combined with Snake, which is really, really, really why you should be using Geddon. Next chip we have is Color Point. So you put this in. PET is probably just going to do 90 damage. Yep, 90 damage. 90 damage and hits the 3 middle panels there. In the games, what this will do is, it'll take your front 3 red panels and turn them blue, but you will get plus 30 to a chip. Very good combined with Vulcan. So it's fantastic. And finally, for this stack, we have Element Fire. Essentially what this is it's a cannon, but fire element, and it does 120 damage. So I have nothing bad to say about Element Fire, but I also have nothing good to say about it either, other than it's good. So yeah, we're not done. There's another stack of these bloody things. So yeah, let's get over these real quick. So here we go, Holy Panel. I love this chip. Put it in, and I assume your opponent's attack goes down. I really don't know what this one does on the PET. I know what it does in the games. You stand. It turns the panel in front of you into a holy panel. If you stand on that panel and your opponent hits you, you take half damage. That's amazing. Attack plus 10. It provides 10 attack to the chip that was used before it. In this though, it does 20 damage. Like that. Useless. Sorry about that, Attack plus 10. You're actually a decent chip in the games. Guts Punch 2! This is one of the, from now on we're getting to the secret chips in the Battle Network 4 games, and I love the secret chips, so let's have a look at Guts Punch 2, because it's not just Guts Punch. Guts Punch 2, 140 damage, but it's quite short range. If you can hit your opponent with it, it'll do some damage though. Search Bomb! Searchman's chip. Throws a bomb, like Mini Bomb, does 80 damage. Bad, sorry. Lightning One. This is a chip, I believe, that's for Thunderman. 100 damage, lightning element. You go brrr, and then lightning strikes your opponent's entire field. As you can see that on the chip, Megaman is striking a rock cube, and you actually must have an obstacle on your opponent's side of the field to use this in-game. So, yeah, on the PET, it will let you use this regardless, but you must have a rock cube on your opponent's side of the field to use this in Battle Network 4. Number Ball 2, Numberman's chip. Let's slide this one in. Yeah. Seems like a weird attack. It's basically cannon, but it does the same amount of damage as you have in your last 2 digits of HP. My last 2 digits are 32, because I have 132 health. So, this basically means that if the last digits of your attack, your HP, sorry, are 67, you'll do 67 damage per hit. I don't know what the point of the 1, 2, and 3 is. I think there might be a limit on the maximum amount of damage that can be dealt with each level, progressively making that cap higher. I don't know. It's a weird one. Next up we have one of my literal favourite chips from Battle Network 6, Panel Shot. Junkman's chip in this case. It does 100 damage and fires a panel straight. It picks up a panel in front of you and throws it straight down the column like a cannon. It won't remove the panel in this game. It will do that. Don't ask me why. It's terrible in the PET, but in-game this is an amazing chip. And now we're getting to some mega chips. Gutsman SP! This is a Gutsman Navi summon, and it's really neat. So as you can see, Gutsman SP, 150 damage, but it's really short range in here. Isn't going to do a lot for you. And we have Numberman SP, which is our final chip that I'm going to review right now. Numberman SP does 70 damage and hits the entire side of the opponent's field. It does something different in the actual game. Numberman will throw his dice, and depending on what dice he throws, or what number he rolls, rather, it will have a different amount of damage output. Alright, anyway. That's really all I've got for the PET. There are more chips, but these are the Progress PET chips, which they will work, but I think I've shown all these off before, so there's really no inclination to do that. These don't fit in the Battle Chip gate, they're purely for the Progress PET over here. They do work on Battle Network 5, but only the Japanese version, you have to have a Progress Chip gate. So, however, with that, I believe we're going to get to our Game Boy Advance demonstration. And this video is going on 30 minutes. Jesus. Right, here we go. A Game Boy Advance. Unfortunately, the glare is terrible. I apologise. There are no batteries in this. Are there? No. I don't know where they are. Batteries, where are you? I might have to do this another time. Well, that's irritating. I may have to do this in another video. Oh well, you can look forward to that. In the next video, we're going to be using Megaman Battle Network 4 Red Sun. And we're going to be showing off the effects of Navi chips, which are these chips here. And also looking at a couple of chips. So stay tuned for that, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching this 30-minute long video. It's been really, really long. But I just wanted to show you guys all my chips, how my collection is going, and once again, shout out EmFriedRice for being an awesome person and an awesome friend. So please go watch her. That's all from me. It's been Click Cerebisu. I'll see you guys next time with the Battle Chip Gate. sort of demonstration with the GBA, I'll try and get that uploaded at least somewhat soon after this one. But let's not hit 30 minutes, so let's say goodbye right now. Here's a cactus. See ya, just before 30.